well, I can't remember when, but these might be the flattest panels I've glued up in a long time. Didn't take much clamping, and they just stayed nice and true. They're not, this one's probably an hour old. The other one behind it here, this one may be, about half an hour old, and this one I just got done. So I'm going to rip these down to well, probably 12 inches. Take a little off of each side here, and that will allow me to run them through my planer and just skim them. I mean, it isn't going to take much. Well, right now this one is 12. That's 13 and a half. So this one is good to go. And this one I got to take a little bit off of. And the one behind it is just under 12 as well, so that one's ready to go. So just take a little off of this one. Skim coat them through my planer, remembering I use my Adama plate, and I shimmed it on the second one to drop it a little bit, but this one, the dominoes are closer to this edge, so I'll make sure that when I run this through, this edge goes through first, and then I'll come through and get this one. But I'll show you what they look like when I get done here. I hope you can see that. Those are really nice and flat. And the one thing, you can see this blue line here. That's the side that my dominoes are closer to. And this other one, I think the blue line is up as well. Yeah, right here. So I've got a nice flush panel. I don't know what I'm sitting at for thickness here. Let me see. I'm at 60 thousandths. So I'm right where I want it to be. Strong half, shy of 5/8. I could probably run these through one more time, and I think I will. But I want them all to be the same thickness, so whatever I do to one, I'm going to do to all of them. But I think I'll flip them over and run them with the blue line down. And also the blue line is my good face. That's the face I use to match and get the look I wanted. But these feel really nice. So let me continue with this operation, then we'll cut them into the sizes we need. Okay, got a problem. The one panel is no big deal because that's cut down the middle. This one, I remembered where my cut line is because of this little check in the grain. Hope you can see what I'm seeing here. Right out here. Got a little checking going on. I remember this is my 10-inch side, so my cut line is going to be about right here. Now this one, I'm not sure about. I'm going to have to take my video camera, go up and see if I can recognize. I know this is my triangle side was this side. It's a question of whether it was running this way or this way. then I can figure out which side is my short side and which is my long side. I do not want to have an exposed domino. So I'm going to go up and download my camera and see if I can figure it out just by looking at the grain pattern. Alright, I've kind of reached a critical stage here on this box. I've got my two sides established, my bottom and then my mid piece. The top is going to be hinged. That's sitting over here. I've changed the way I'm going to put this thing together. Originally I thought I was going to wrap it around this way with this being a side, the back a side, and the fronts, the drawers. I've changed my way I'm going to do this. This is still the side, but the bottom's going to go in here with the box joint, the mid piece up here, and the drawers are going this way. So I'll have a back, and then the front will be the drawers here. This will be covered up as the top comes down. Now the problem I'm experiencing here is that I used dominoes to put this together. When I ran it through the planer, I lost my layout line. With the video that I took, I was able to figure out where my cut line was, but if I'm remembering correctly, the dominoes are about 2 inches in, another three, and then 2 inches in about. No, I take that back. There's only 3 on this piece. The outside edge I allowed for snipe, so I've got maybe 2 inches in, 2 and 2. So I'm going to cut these, and I'm basically hoping that I don't catch any dominoes. Now the rip cut is not a problem. So I'm just at a hair over 10 inches. I'll make my rip, get these all to the same width. And then the next critical cut is going to be this one. It has to come down from 12.5 to 9 1/8. And it's going to be critical from which side I cut that, if I want to take it all from one side or the other. But when I get to that moment, I'll let you know. So for now, I'm going to rip them, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm at 10 1/8. I want my finished width to be 10. There it is. 4 pieces that are the same width. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That 80-tooth blade with that, just taking that little fine cut off of it, works it just beautifully. Nice smooth edge, not polished like a planed edge, but smooth enough for the back. And I can always clean that up when I get done with it. So I think I'm still just a hair over 10. No, I'm not. I think I'm right on 10 now. Yep, 10 inches. So now I need to make this bottom shelf cut at 15 and the two critical cuts at 9 1/8. So let's see, which one do I want to use for the bottom? I think it's going to be one of these that I had paired up here. Yeah, this one. This is my first side. I got the bottom cut, and I cut it a hair long because when I do these box joints, I want that joint to protrude just a little bit and then clean it up. So that one turned out great. I took a little off each end. This one, however, I'm taking a gamble because this is my middle, and I'm hoping I've got a domino right about right here, and I can cut it off and eliminate it. So here we go. Now I'm curious now where that thing is. My guess is at about 2 inches. I'm going to rip this at 2. See what happens. See if I can find it. Yeah, I don't really need these for anything that I know of. There they are. Alright, so I made a good guess. Actually, this is the fat part of the domino, so the center line is more like 1 3/4 inches. But had I cut it where I wanted, if I'd taken 1 inch off each side, I'd been okay too. Or 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches would have been tight. I made the right decision. All right. Zero. All right, here goes. All right, that took a while, but that looks like a nice joint. Now we'll get the other mating piece cut. See how they go together. All right, took a little bit of finagling, but I did finally get it. If I can get this camera figured out here. So I got a nice joint, both sides. And then I can go to work and cut that dado. Put that mid shelf in.